So this is the AA, the Life Sciences
Very
Center.
good, very good.
Morning.
How are you? Nice to see you.
How are
What's
you?
happening?
Good to see you.
Where are you hiding?
How are you? You turned out sick.
We have to go somewhere, apparently.
So look, really our surprise for you is
You gonna cook or
They're analyzing their experiment right now from the space station. They've sent up, I believe it's 6 or 7 different experiments. And this school is a model for engaging students in.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Yannis Miaulis, President of the Museum of Science, and it is my pleasure and my privilege to welcome Governor Deval Patrick, Dr. Susan Whedon-Bannister of the Mass Life Science Center, NASA astronaut Dan Tani, Sam Cadena, Principal Investigator, Novartis Institute for Biomedical Research, Paola De Diego, Community Program Director of the Student Space Flight Experiment Program of the Montachusett Regional Vocational Technical School, and other special guests and longtime friends to our museum. The Museum of Science is the perfect gathering place for those who care about innovation, education, research, and collaboration. Today, we're excited for a new announcement from Governor Patrick and the Mass Life Science Center that will open up new opportunities for the citizens of Massachusetts. Many of us are familiar with the International Space Station, first and foremost as an engineering marvel. However, the space station is much more than that. It also serves as one-of-a-kind national laboratory for cutting-edge life science research. I have the privilege of serving on the board of directors for CASES, the Center for Advancement of Science in Space. This nonprofit organization is responsible for managing the ISS National Laboratory and driving utilization of novel research, product development, as well as STEM education initiatives. Through CASES' unique access to the International Space Station, Massachusetts will have a new pathway for conducting life science research on the International Space Station. Governor Patrick's 10-year, $1 billion life science initiative has shown to be a key factor in the state's emergence as the global leader in life sciences. We are thrilled about the collaboration between these two organizations. The Mass Life Science Center has been a terrific partner to the Museum of Science, providing a $5 million grant to support the Hall of Human Life exhibit that revolutionizes how we understand our own biology. Without question, there is an obvious synergy, one that would allow the two organizations to partner with other mass life science organizations the opportunity to conduct breakthrough and novel research, resulting in significant product development, as well as meeting overlapping STEM goals. At this time, I'd like to introduce Governor Patrick, who is widely recognized for making Massachusetts the innovation state, for his leadership on STEM education, and for bringing together organizations and agencies which share a mission, a vision, and passion for scientific inquiry. Governor Patrick.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Miaulis, and I'm delighted to be here with Dr. Susan Whedon-Bannister, with the leadership of CASES, with an astronaut, a real live astronaut. Very cool, and with all of you. The Life Sciences Initiative, as Yannis was saying, was really envisioned to make a good biotech sector great. Massachusetts is now the world's leading ecosystem for the life sciences. We are home to world-renowned research institutes and hospitals, sophisticated investors, an outstanding professional workforce, and hundreds of life sciences companies, with more coming into the Commonwealth every month. Since the launch of the initiative, the Life Sciences Center has invested or committed more than $500 million of public money, and that has leveraged some $1.7 billion in private investment and created thousands of jobs. These investments are contributing to extraordinary job growth here in the Commonwealth. Today, Massachusetts is ranked #1 per capita in the U.S. in life sciences employment. Collaboration has been a hallmark of the center's success, indeed the initiative's success. The Life Sciences Center has made collaborative investments from Cape Cod to the Berkshires. We pushed those boundaries. Now it's time to push into space. I'm very pleased to announce a new collaboration between the Massachusetts Life Sciences Center and CASES. This new collaboration seeks to encourage Massachusetts-based companies and schools to engage in space-based research and ultimately advance life sciences research on the International Space Station. Massachusetts is pushing the boundaries of science, technology, and medicine to uncover new discoveries, and I can think of no better step in that journey than to push the boundaries of space and be part of the new chapter of scientific research on the International Space Station. I want to congratulate both the Life Sciences Center and CASIS on this innovative new collaboration. And I want to say, Dan, I remember an occasion a few years ago visiting a friend in the north in Chile who had an astronomer, and you know the incredible view you get of the skies in northern Chile, and he had an astronomer come before dinner time and explain to us what it is we were seeing. And while that was happening, this incredibly bright light passed right over us. And I said, what on earth is that? And they said, that's the space station. And I saw it, I felt like I could reach out and touch it. I've since met one of your colleagues who was in fact on board at the point it went overhead. So I already feel a personal connection to the space station, and indeed we're going to have marvelous Massachusetts-based research passing overhead and bringing those discoveries back down here to the Commonwealth and for the benefit of humankind. So I'm very excited about that, and to tell a little bit more about our new collaboration, I want to bring forward Dr. Susan Wyndham-Bannister. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Governor. And Governor, let me thank you for being here with us this morning to be part, once again, as I like to say, of seeing your 10-year, $1 billion life sciences initiative at work. As you're going to hear in a moment, without your initiative, today's announcement would not be happening. I want to thank also the members of the state legislature who have been critical partners in the effort of the Life Sciences Initiative. We very much appreciate their ongoing support of the Life Sciences Center. Since 2008, as you've heard the governor say, the Life Sciences has made significant efforts and investments to transform the state's life sciences cluster, which is a collection of institutions and assets, into the world's leading life sciences ecosystem for innovation and economic growth. We are investing in innovation capacity. What is that? Innovation capacity is the ability to produce and commercialize a flow of innovative technologies over the long term. That's innovation capacity. And we believe that building innovation capacity and strengthening it here in Massachusetts is the best role for the state to play as a partner in innovation with the private sector. In keeping with the governor's vision, we've invested broadly throughout the state, and we've also taken the governor's suggestion and urging seriously to look beyond the borders of Massachusetts to find opportunities for the state. And we have invested to promote collaboration between partners across the globe. Now we're taking the governor's mandate to a new frontier. We're going galactic. So it's really my pleasure today to be part of this announcement of a partnership between the state of Massachusetts through the Life Sciences Center and CASIS. From our first meeting with CASIS, we found synergy and shared interest in bringing better treatments, therapies, and cures to patients, and really using the International Space Station as a place to help with that very, very applied research. In support of our shared goals, the new partnership is going to provide Massachusetts life sciences community with a unique opportunity to access the ISS, which is a one-of-a-kind platform for cutting-edge applied life sciences research. The collaboration with CASIS is going to have two components. The first is the Galactic Grant. And the Galactic Grant is targeted at industry. And through the grant, Massachusetts-based life sciences companies will be able to submit proposals to CASIS to use the ISS for innovative projects that directly support the development of new therapies. So this is not basic research. This is research that will result in therapies and treatments for those of us here on Earth. And the center is going to provide CASIS with up to $500,000 to fund the winning proposals. We look forward to announcing the winners of the Galactic Grant competition when CASIS holds its national conference right here in Boston in July of 2015. The second component of the collaboration will have a STEM focus, consistent with the governor's strong commitment to STEM education. Massachusetts middle schools will be able to submit proposals for STEM projects to conduct on the ISS, and the center will provide CASIS with up to $50,000 to fund the winning projects. Now, here's the really good news for our investments on the state level. Each project that is funded by the state will receive at least another $7.4 million of support from CASIS to prepare the projects for space, to fly them up to the ISS, to conduct the projects on the station, and bring the results back to Earth. Now, that's what I call good leverage on public investments. We'll provide more information about the application process, the timeline, and eligibility for both the Galactic Grant competition and the STEM program over the coming weeks. And CASIS is going to hold a series of information sessions for interested applicants. So obviously all of us at the center are very excited about the bright future of the life sciences here in Massachusetts. And we appreciate the honor of being the first state that CASIS has invited to put projects on the ISS. Governor, again, thank you for making this possible through the Life Sciences Initiative, because this partnership is going to create new business opportunities and educational opportunities for Massachusetts, and uniquely for Massachusetts, and will support the development of new treatments for cures in patients. So stay tuned for Blast Off. And it's now my pleasure to introduce an astronaut. I'm excited to meet him as well, and I'm really coveting his jacket. I think all of you know that I suffer from passion for fashion disease. Dan Towning, please join in.
Thank you very much. And this is a bit of a double homecoming for me, so I'm very pleased to be here. The first aspect of my homecoming is I lived on the space station for 4 months back in about 7 years ago, and I can report that it's an unbelievably cool place to be, to live. It's an incredibly sophisticated laboratory in space. When I was there, we were building it, mainly in the construction phase, but we spent about 20% of our time doing science up there. I was able to do some life science experiments, some physical experiments, some engineering, satellite maneuvering experiments. So it's a wonderful place. So I love talking about the space station. To me, it feels like coming back home. The second aspect of my homecoming is I was a resident of this Commonwealth for 5 years. I went to a little technical school down the river here, and really enjoyed being a resident of Massachusetts. So it's wonderful to be back. In fact, when I was on space station, I got to do an experiment with the folks at MIT, and it was great to make that connection back with this great Commonwealth. I just want to say how proud I am of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, how honored I am to be asked to speak here, because what great foresight to invest in science on the space station, and especially through CASIS, the opportunities for all sorts of, I don't know whose phone this is, for all sorts of organizations to, I'm going to put this over here. No, it's not my phone, so to participate in space science. Now, it was only a few years ago when you would see experiments being performed on space, and these were research being done by Professor so-and-so from such and such an institute, or from the XYZ Corporation was doing some big experiment. But now if you watch NASA and you find, you really look into space science being done on the space station, some of that great science is being investigated by Susie a fifth grader from Lombard, Illinois, or from Sam from Fitchburg, Massachusetts, and they're doing incredible science from very, very young minds. And I think as adults, we all know that experience of having the child or the young adult ask a question that it seems at first so naive and so silly to even ask, but after further thought, it's so insightful and so complex, and so these are science experiments that may never get done because we adults, who really know better, would never think to ask those questions. And so I think the science community benefits from all ages of participation, and I think, of course, the students and their families and their peers and everybody who is that age can get that same inspiration that they flew on the space station and they got to perform science. So I really applaud the foresight of your investment in this cooperation, this agreement to open up the space science opportunities to all ages, and it's going to pay back multiple fold, not only business-wise, financially, the business that it will bring in and the industry that it produces, but also the minds that will be developed and the inspiration of the students from elementary all the way through university, and then, of course, that inspires all of us. So congratulations, and thank you very much.